Hey Witches of the Moon, it is Jess Spellbound here. It is Wednesday and welcome back to another week of Witches of the Moon. This week, sorry, I think I just froze a little bit and we're moving around. Okay, this week we are talking about students and teaching the craft. So this is a cool topic because I think we all teach in our own ways. We are all students in our own ways, and it's such a cool dynamic that begins to interchange and play off of one another. So in this capacity, I guess I am a student and a teacher, but I don't like, so for me, it's not really about teaching. It's about guiding people and letting the person kind of teach themselves, if that makes sense. But I love being the student. I am so excited when I find a course or a book even that really piques my interest in something that is spiritual based, because for a long time it was, at least for where I was from, the resources available to me, it was a lot of Wicca. And there's nothing wrong with Wicca. I'm not saying anything different. But as growth happens and change happens, so for me right now, I have had such amazing people around me to teach me different aspects of different cultures and different viewpoints. I think that being the student is so important. Because if you go into being a student to any type of spiritual learning and you go into it with an open mind and without any kind of stigma or veil that might be blocking you, I think it is such an incredible experience to be able to take knowledge about things that have been passed down to other people or things that you're discovering. We are always the student. And if we get to teach for a moment, if we get to teach somebody something, that's so incredible. It is such a blessing to be able to have found your footing enough to where you can go, hey, this is it. And that's when you realize that you yourself in your spiritual path also need growth, because when you are at that moment of where you have enough knowledge to then pass down to other people, that you can start passing down the knowledge that you've acquired. That's kind of fun. I mean, I feel like the most that I teach in a spiritual aspect is I try not necessarily to teach, but to inform. So teaching, I think, has a connotation to it of that these are the rules. This is the way that it is done. And being that I am not part of any singular tradition, I am not, I really don't even do, I guess what people would consider, if you're talking high magic and low magic, like really ritual heavy magic versus folk magic. I love folk magic. I love the low magic. So I think teaching has like an umbrella of feeling like this is the way that it's done. Here's step 1, step 2, step 3. Whereas mine is like, hey, these are the things you should have an idea about, and like go for it. Go cool. If it works for you, it works for you. I joined a group on Facebook that I'm really excited about. And of course, I can't remember the name. It's Root Work and Hoodoo. And the woman who runs that page is giving a course starting on the 20th for some root work stuff, which is under the umbrella of folk magic and I'm really excited about that because I don't know anything about hoodoo, but it's kind of like everywhere I look is hoodoo powders, hot foot powder, road openers, and I think that those all have a base in hoodoo. So I'm excited to take the course and learn a little bit more about that. So I think it's really great to realize that you are not one or the other. You are not only a student, but you are also a teacher. If you can, teacher, I use lightly, because again, I feel like teacher has that like, here's step 1, here's step 2, here's step 3, where you are an informer of helping guide other people, because as a spiritual based person, I think that we're naturally inclined to want to help people. I think we're naturally inclined by personality to want to to guide there. Not a teacher, a guide. We guide people and what might be a good option for them. And so I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, my word is law. This is what it is. This is what I've read. This is what, I'm going to say, hey, this is what I know. This might help you. And if it doesn't, well, we can talk about something else if you still need help. So I wouldn't suggest striving to be the teacher. I would strive to be a guide. Be somebody's guide. But also do not think that that makes you above being someone else's student. I would love to be able to connect in certain areas of my spirituality and learn more about shamanism. I think that is incredible, and kind of following this thread of how my spirituality is, since I'm a very land-based and home-based, which I would like to maybe delve into that. So I ordered a few books on that. But I don't think that you have to be, that you're one or the other. I think you are both. I think in all aspects of life, you are always a student. You are always a guide. I think that everybody has something to offer to another person. And if you come across somebody who might need a push, or who might need a nudge in a direction, I think that it's good to be that person. I think it's good to sit and listen to somebody and understand where somebody else is coming from and try to help. Because I think that's what teachers do a lot of too, is help kind of focus people when they're a little bit too scattered. But I also think that being somebody's guide through it is a little bit more of a gentler way of doing it. We're like I said, I think we're always both. I don't think we're just one or the other. I think we're both. And that's what we should be. We should be always learning and always evolving and always ready for new information, because it's good. It's good to grow. It's good to gain new knowledge and then therefore try to pass your knowledge along to somebody else. So strive to be both the student and the guide. All right, you guys, I'm heading out. Sorry, short and sweet this week, but, gotta get to work tomorrow morning. All right, guys, blessed be, and see you next Wednesday.